The following clip is presented to you by The Extreme Life of Matt Hardy, available every Friday wherever you get your podcasts and at extremehardy.com. How did he take to the criticisms from Vince McMahon in particular, but outside criticisms as well, either of him personally or of the work that he was doing?
I mean, I think the Vince stuff was tough. I know I've talked about this. Him and Vince had a very interesting relationship, almost like a father-son relationship in some ways. And I feel like that probably came to be because he'd only known the WWE system. So like Vince was the only boss he'd ever had. So I feel like there's times where Vince shows you all this love, but then if you do something that he doesn't necessarily like or he disagrees with, then he's really tough on you, like a father in many ways. And I feel like they, more than a lot of wrestlers that work underneath Vince, they had like this very weird, almost like father-son relationship. And if Vince was mad at him, he'd be very sad and like disappointed, like, oh my God, it didn't make him happy or whatever. And there'd be times at him where he'd just be totally upset with him. But there were also times where Vince treat him so good and he wanted to move him into the best spot possible, and he would love his stuff and he would call him a genius and say that was brilliant and this was great. And it was interesting. They had, it feels like their relationship was deeper than just like boss employee. It was almost like personal, where he was kind of like a father figure to Bray in some ways. And if Bray made him happy, it made Bray happy, and if Bray made him upset, it made Bray disappointed.
Whether directly said to you or not, did you get the idea that Vince had an appreciation for Bray's talent and his creative forward thinkingness?
Yeah, no, absolutely. He did. He definitely greatly appreciated his depth when it came to creativity. I have no doubts about that.